here, or more precisely, I guess, the scapula. So just kind of up and around. You can do one side if you want to really isolate that. You can do both sides if you want to get the shrugging going. Forward rolls, backward rolls, any position you're comfortable in here. But I do like the idea of keeping your hips underneath and your ribs down, just keeping that same position there. Whichever direction you're going, try to go the other way. And then really looking for as much range of motion as you can go. Meaning, like, try to get as high as you can, try to go back as much as you can, and then back down. And I'm fully layered up right now. I feel good. Woolly, feeling woolly here. All right, let's see if we get the hands out in front. Just give yourself, you can make a out with the hands or fists, either one's fine. Just get a couple circles, rotations, either direction there. So we're going for some wrist rotations here, just kind of taking care of the smaller muscle groups, areas that we don't usually look at there. And then keep breathing. Nice. And then whichever you were doing, if you're doing fists, if you're doing hands, let's try to do the opposite. When you do the hands extended or out like this, then I also like the idea of extending your wrists back a little bit, just because that's going to be a position we're usually not in. And then same idea, big rotations, pick a direction. We're going to switch around halfway here. And then go the other way. It is weird how, like, one direction feels so much easier than the other. I feel like I'm teaching you guys the hula, which I don't know. So of the many things I'm not qualified to teach you, that's definitely one of them. All right, here we go. Let's see if we go right from that. I'll keep you on the floor here. I'm just getting some people in there. And then we'll go for that hip flexor stretch, half kneeling there. So again, hips tucked under, ribs down a little bit. Once you got that, if you can get a big reach forward, both hands. And then here you can go for both hands reaching straight up. You can flex the wrists and go up. Both or either one of those work, but really keep working on that reach. Long inhale, and then even longer exhale here. Nice. But yeah, as we were starting here, it's going to switch sides. I was telling some folks here about my facial experience here. I've had half a facial once, and I'll explain what that means. Because I had a facial gifted to me, or to my wife and myself, right before we were married. This was a gift from my mom, my sister, and they're like, "Well, it's actually only for one of you guys, so you got to pick." I'm like, "Well, we already showed up there. We didn't even look at the facial gift certificate." And then so they're like, "Okay, well, we can do half on each one." So then they did partial services on each one. We got to pick it, so it was good. But it was nothing compared to today. Today was very, very detailed. Let's see if we get back on the hands and knees. Extend and then flex there. We'll get those cat camels going. So I think from now on, my goal is to create such a service like that for you guys here. This is your virtual clinical esthetician facial here. For your body, for everything else, right? For the joints, the muscles, the tendons, ligaments. What else do we have? It's all, I just think of it all as stuff. It's all stuff. Inhale and then exhale. All right, let's see if we go from that into the pigeon stretch, back leg, come across. And then with this, I think there's a couple of different ways you can do this, depending on what you want to focus on. I'm always big on the choosing your own adventure. So definitely glute tight on that back leg, toe flex or pointed, but as long as you feel you can tighten up the glute, that's big. Once you have that, you can either press up, and that'll get your hip flexor on that straight leg, or you can lean forward, and that'll get more of your lower back, and maybe even more of a stretch on the glute there. And then while you are doing this, you also have options, right? you can push down isometrically into the ground with your knee. So like just imagine you're squishing something with your knee, you're pressing down. That'll make a big difference. So it's kind of a push, 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 release. Push, 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 release. The tough thing about that is it's hard to show you the isometric, right? Because it's by definition, I'm not going to be moving. It's going to just stay still. But if I was able to move the earth with my knee, I would be. It's going to switch sides here. So again, I would just kind of repeat on this other side here. Definitely recommend spend a little time on whichever side you feel is a little tighter, or you think needs a little bit of work. I think it's just symmetry, right? That's what we're looking for, and make sure we're breathing throughout here. I like the long inhale, and then even longer exhale. So if it's 2 seconds in, 4 seconds out. If it's 4 seconds in, it's 8 seconds out. I think, I don't know, 6 and 12, that might be the top end of that for a lot of folks there. All right, here we go. Let's see if we go from that. Let's go child's pose. Toes could be pointed or tucked here, flexed. They're both flexed. And then reach long, breathe. If you want to pair this up with the inner thigh stretch, you can go knees out, toes out also for the adductors there. And then long inhale, even longer exhale there. Reaching long through your fingertips there. Pushing your butt back. Good. All right. We'll move from that back to the hands and knees, all fours there. Toes tucked if you can. Reach through or in between your knee and your hand here, that thread the needle. Go as long as you can, open palm. Find that point where you can't go anymore, and then kind of sit back away from that side. Once you're there, you can post back onto your shoulder. You can lay your head to the side, or you can just lean away from it a little bit so you'll feel the back of the shoulder. So we're just going for flexing and rotating. Long inhale, even longer exhale. 3 of those. All right, one more here. Nice, and then same here, other side if we can. Butt back, reach through, go as long as you can. Lean away there. Good, one more deep breath here, long inhale. Even longer exhale there. Very nice. All right, one more stretch here on this face down position here. Let's go face down there, glutes tight. Going for a bit of a cobra pose here. So if you're not extension tolerant with your lower back, meaning if your lower back doesn't feel good when you go up this way, then going into your elbows or back into a child's pose is fine. But if you feel fine with that, feel free to press up, shoulders low, brace the abs a little bit, tighten up the glutes there. Side and then side, and then back down. I always thought, like, I'm thinking about like automation, right, and just all these different technologies coming in, especially into fitness. I'm like, what are like the main things that I say all the time? It's like, brace your core, tighten up your glutes, posture up, roll your shoulders back. So I need just to find like a good looped version of that. I don't know. I'll keep thinking of them. All right, one more. All right, let's see if we go face up there. So we're gonna get a little bit of a hamstring stretch here. Legs can be straight, hands flat. Press that lower back down a little bit of pelvic tilt. So you're pressing your lower back into the floor there. Kind of sets your core. And then bring one leg up. If you want to use a rope, you can. If not, then just go for the freestyle here with your leg here. So it's going to be a little bit of active leg strength, right? So bring that leg up, really work on squeezing that knee. Yep, and flex that foot. Don't point, flex it. Get in there. There we go. And once you find those range that feels comfortably uncomfortable there, keep working on squeeze a little bit more, flexing that foot, and then breathing at that end range there. Make it a little bit of work there. Good. Let's get one more deep breath on this side there. Keep that reach. And then switch right to the other side. Same. Push the one leg into the ground as you're lifting the other side up, either with the rope or with your leg strength there, and flex that foot. Keep that core engaged. Keep pressing through the other leg. Don't forget about that one. You got two. And lift. Breathe. All right, very nice. Legs bent now. Good. Long, deep breath in. Even longer exhalation here. Good. See if you get a quick knee hug here. Toes flex. You're bringing those knees in towards the chest there. Just like a full squat position, but horizontally here. And then see if you can bring both legs back down. Cross one leg over the other. Drive that knee out as far as you can. So that's external rotation. You got that. Knee comes in. So we'll go for that figure four stretch here. Lying down. So you can either hold the cradled side, the leg that's crossed, or the hamstring. Either one's fine. If that's a pretty good stretch, hold it. If it's kind of light for you, then feel free to kick up with the opposite side. Give yourself another active hamstring stretch there. Double dip. Long inhale and even longer exhale there. Good. One more there. Very nice. All right. Switch sides. Same. Cross that leg. Once that leg is crossed, you're thinking ankle over knee, knee out as far as you can. So actively rotate that out. Bring that knee into towards the chest there. Core engaged a little bit. Nice flat spine. Hold the hamstring or the cradled side. And then feel free to kick it up or just hold and breathe there. 3 to 5 deep breaths is what we're looking for here. Nice. All right, excellent. Nice. Let's go back to that knee hug. Pull the knees in towards the chest there. You can go for a little bit of a happy baby if you're into that kind of thing. If you want to get the inner thigh there, if you can pull the toes up towards your chest there. All right, once we got that, let's see if we go side line. So this could be either both knees up, sideline, or you can go bottom leg straight, top knee bent over sideline. All right, either one is fine, but just try to get that knee above 90 degrees or right in line with your hips so that when you rotate, you get a chest stretch, a shoulder stretch, nothing in the low back there. If you'd rather go rib roll, which means like if you don't have enough space like me, or if you don't want to stretch that shoulder too much, feel free to bring one arm across your body and then rotate. And then if we're going for a stretch on the shoulders and chest, keep the rotation going. If that's pretty light for you, then just use your breathing here, your deep belly breathing, to help you rotate a little bit more each time. And think about that rotation happening from your shoulder blade, right? Your shoulder blade's turning towards the ground. Try to keep that knee pinned on the ground there. And then really go for long, deep exhalations there. So we're going more 5 deep breaths on this one. Nice. All righty, good stuff. Let's see if we can switch it up to the other side. Same way. Just see how it feels from this side to the other. Big rotation, shoulders, long inhale, even longer exhalation here. Nice. And just imagine, your shoulder getting pulled towards the ground while you're keeping the knee on the ground. I think having like 2 points in mind when you're stretching really helps. Like I'm thinking knee down on the ground, that one's anchored, and I'm thinking shoulder is turning this way, and then having that kind of elongating visualization really helps. Good. Let's get one more there. All right, very nice there. Good. So we did a lot of rotating there. So we're gonna just go back to supine face up here, and then let's go for a few hip bridges. So we go legs bent, arms across the chest. If you want to go flat, that's fine. Bridge up, pause. Once you're in that position, just hold at the top there. Long inhale, even longer exhalation here. Tighten up those abs. Poke them if you need to. And then back down. So we're going 3 of those. Pause at the top each time. Think butt tight. Make sure the abs are tight. Right back down. I think it makes a big difference, especially like if you're like me, where you need to have the tactile cues, right? Like is it tight? I don't know. Poke it. Okay, yeah, it is. Got it. That's the internal dialogue there. All right, excellent, folks. Just get 2 more. Long inhale, even longer exhalation there. Arms can be across your chest, flat. Either one is fine. Brace, brace, brace. Breathe, breathe, breathe. There you go. Last one. Inhale. Bridge it up there. Try to bring up your bridge level to 10 out of 10, meaning like squeeze as hard as you can. Squeeze your abs as hard as you can. Squeeze your butt as hard as you can. And then keep that tension there. Slowly lower. Perfect. Good. So that's just to stabilize the rest of our torso and our body there. Let me have you slowly come up here at your pace here. Let's get one leg out. So we'll go figure 4, but in the other direction. So one leg is out straight, one leg is bent in. At the same time, try to posture up as much as you can here. So if you had a wall behind you like I do, you'd be like super upright, right up against that, as close as you can. Once you have this position here, get that reach toward the toe and then come across with the other side. Long inhale, even longer exhalation here. Much as you're comfortable with. Give me 2 to 3 breaths here. Here we go, one more. Good. And we'll go right to the other side here. Same. One leg bent, other leg straight. Reach towards that toe. Reach across with the other side there. So yeah, basically, kind of when you find those sticking points or feels a little bit tight, maybe a little bit uncomfortable, that's when you want to use your breathing to get through it there. Good. And then we'll go feet wide. We'll go back to that dancer stretch, a crowd favorite here. Postured up, reaching forward there, inner thigh. Long inhale, even longer exhalation, inching forward there, inner thigh, adductors, maybe a little bit of low back here. I like to go really wide here. That way I can, get that inner thigh stretch. And also when I hinge forward, I'm hinging from that spot there. But whatever you're comfortable with. Good. One more there. All right. And then reach across towards one side and then over with the other hand if you can there. So you're getting the hamstring again. And the over is more to get the lats and even more importantly, your QL, the side of your back there. Good. Nice. And we'll get the other side there. Same deal. Toe, reach up, reach across. All right. Excellent, folks. Good. Let's see if we go from that into a 90-90 here. So that's just going to be bent leg in front. Kind of, if you had a mat, you'd line up your shin with that mat. And then you're bringing up the back knee or the other leg here. So that's also making a 90-degree angle in that direction here. And then what I want you to do is rotate towards your front leg, the one with the shin is right in front, and then hinge forward. We're thinking about bending forward, but not super like a ton from your low back. Think about it from your waist, like you're bending forward to pick something up that's heavy. And then inch yourself forward there. Breathe, long inhale, even longer exhalation here. Again, try to use that active stretching with this one. So that means pushing down with your leg that you're in front that you're reaching for. Push, 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 push. Inhale, exhale. So for me, that releases that a little bit. So I'm actively driving my knee into the ground. I'm doing some work there. Inhale, exhale, and then I see if I get a little bit more. So again, the tricky part is I can't show you the actual movement because it's just not moving, but I'm driving down the ground. I should get a pillow and then push into the ground really hard and then relax and then lean a little more. But every little bit that I get, I get from the breath and also the contract, relax there. All right, and see if you can switch right to the other side. Same. I think that was just enough time to spend on that too, because that feels a lot better for me. So again, try to get your angles here as close as you can to that 90-90 here. Lean into that front leg. Yeah, if you want, you can bring your hand underneath that knee that's in front, and then you can actively feel, hey, am I pushing down into the ground? Am I pushing down into my hand? Push, 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 and then relax. Push, 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 push. Hinge. Exhale, lean into it. All right, here we go. One more. All right, very nice here. All right, so this one is called the bear sit, right? So you're postured up, hands go on the ankles, hands can go on the ground, wherever you're comfortable with, drive them in, and try to press your knees out. So it's an inner thigh stretch. It's kind of like you're doing that squat stretch. So I'm postured up here as much as I can, doing my best with that, and then the knees go out, the feet go out, kind of like the butterfly stretch. You can press into your knees to get that stretch. And then this one's a lot easier to see the contract relax, where I can actively push into my elbows with my knees and then relax, and then they go out a little bit. Push, 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 and then relax. Maybe they go out a bit. And then you'll find that threshold, which I'm here. So let's see if I get a little bit more. Breathe through it, press, 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 and ease off there. Push, 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 and ease off there. Very nice. Let's see if you get one more. All right, excellent, folks. Broke a sweat on that one here. Let's see if you go back up to that half kneel position. So let's get a hip flexor again. I'm going to go hands behind my back here. So just to kind of get my shoulders in a different position. Think butt tight again, right? We got that pelvic tilt, super important. And then just lean into it. Long inhale, even longer exhale. There we go. Good. One more there. Think tall, posture, tall spine here, right? Staying long from the crown of your head there. That string's pulling you up there. Nice. And then switch sides. Same. Good. Tuck under, crunch down, lean in. Nice. Here we go. 2 more deep breaths here if we can. All right. Excellent, folks. Let's see if we go from that into that Spider-Man stretch or greatest stretch here. Sometimes we call it the world's greatest. So leaning in, we got that. Crunching down, forward. Maybe the easy stretch it's called in yoga here. And then you can keep the knee down or knee up. Let's get that rotation on the same side of that leg that's forward. Just give me 8 reps. This is more of a dynamic stretch there. Or stay down there. Feel that stretch. Move around a little bit. Pry, breathe. But if you're comfortable, turn, look at that hand, right back down. So it's half kneel, one leg forward, one back, and then rotate towards the side with that leg that's forward there. Give me 8 each side there at your pace there. Once you got 8, or Hold for about a couple more seconds to switch to the other side. Same idea with the knee down or knee up. Think glute tight, keep that lean, go right into it. And if you like to kind of, hold a pose or a posture a little bit longer, that's fine. Go in there, hold it, breathe, explore it a little bit. If you like a little more movement, that's fine too. Definitely at this point too. So we did a lot of different exercises that open up the hips, shoulders, upper back, and now we're using some of that mobility all linked up at the same time. All right, very nice, folks. Good. After we got that, if I could have you stand in here, I'd be loving that. It'd be great. Let's see if we go from that into a squat position here. But so you're thinking toes slightly out, hands either on the hips or anywhere you feel comfortable balancing on. But it's going to be a little bit more of a hinge. We're going to focus more on the hamstrings and the glutes. So rather than have my knees drive forward, I'm pushing my butt back. There's a car door behind me. I'm trying to close it in a creative way here. So bam, butt hits the car door, then I'm back up. And then it just keeps opening. So I'm going to just close it again. Nice. So long spine, big forward bend. If you can get somewhere, it's close to, everyone here looks like they got the parallel torso to the ground. That would be my goal. Once you have that, hang in there for a little bit. See if you get both arms long, reaching towards the ground, have them dangle. Shoulders are low. Yep, give me that rotation there. One hand reaches down, other hand reaches up. Look at it if you can. Keep everything else still. We're keeping our hips and shoulders still. Inhale, down, exhale, up. So we're just getting some upper body rotation here, as far as you're comfortable with there. We're thinking 5 each side. And then think about keeping those hips level still, knees are still. Just going as far as you're comfortable with. Take your time with it. All right, very nice, folks. And finally, we'll just get one last stretch. This will be a standing lunge stretch. So this could be both toes straight ahead, back heel down, butt tight there. So I'm thinking hip flexor, slight knee bend on that front leg, back leg straight if we can. Once we have this, if that feels like a pretty good stretch, you have 2 options. Here we go. Arms long at your side, just think nice tall posture there and breathe. Or you can reach up with that same side of the leg that's down. Give me a little bit of side bend there. Just so I'm looking at you here. Both toes are straight, a little bit of side bend. Inhale. Even longer exhale. There you go. Nice. And we got a lot of lateral bend here. Make sure you keep your head up and back, right? Keep that chin tucked a little bit there, stacked over the rest of your body. Stacked. I like that. Just boom, boom, boom. All right. Other side. Same thing. One leg forward, one back. Line up the toes. Knee bend on the front side. Butt tight on the back side. Reach up, side bend. There it is. And then get that head stacked over the rest of the torso there. All right, and if we could just finish with just one more. Any posture you want to be in, meaning you could be standing, you could be seated, you could be kneeling, you could be anything but on the ground, I guess, lying down. Interlock those hands behind the back. Let's get the chin up and then chin down. So those upper traps, neck stretches, what I want to hit here. This is more the phone muscles that I'm going. Phone, computer muscles. Let's get those. But yeah, think long spine, long inhale. Even longer exhale. And if you get the head tilt on both sides there, side to side there, Think about that side really driving down towards the ground. And then long inhale. I think the breathing, the respiration really helps on these, right? Because if you think about breathing into your belly, breathing into your diaphragm, it really shuts down or tones down these muscles. It doesn't do that. All right, so let's start how we finish. Couple shoulder rolls forward, couple shoulder rolls backwards. All right, nice. I'm feeling good. Thanks, folks. I appreciate it. Appreciate you.